What's up, Bobcat Nation? It's Angela Morian here. This time, we have Faith Flanders, your Bobcat Athlete of the Week for this week. I know you're all on spring break, but this girl's working hard with the Bobcats right here, getting ready for this weekend. Before we start talking about this weekend, let's talk about why you're Bobcat Athlete of the Week, because you played phenomenally at Georgia Southwestern last weekend. You hit 2 home runs in one game. You had a .368 batting average in 19 appearances. You had 10 RBIs, 4 runs. All this while being a 1 save pitcher and 1 complete game win pitcher back-to-back. Faith, how are you doing this?
I just go out there and compete. I do my best, and whatever that leads to is just great. Just try my best. I don't know.
Well, your best is pretty dang good. In the Peach Belt, you have the 7th best batting average for the season. You have a .400 batting average on the season. And you are first in RBIs, 39 runs batted in, and best in the Peach Belt. So what have you been seeing on home plate, I guess you could say? I don't know. What are you seeing from the opposing pitchers that is just being sweet to you?
I guess I'm just knowing what pitch I need to hit in different situations. So I know there's been plenty of times where runners have been on, and I've just needed a fly ball to the outfield to get them in, or just a runner on second, just a ground ball up the middle. So I guess just trying not to do too much and using whatever pitch they give me to do the job and get the run in. So
you have made a pretty significant change this year. You have gone from first base to being one of our starting pitchers. What has that change been like? How have you dealt with that transition?
I think the transition has mostly just been a mental transition because I've pitched since I was about 12, so it's nothing really new that way, but being in a game is a different situation a lot of times. So I'm just trying to get ahead of batters and just a lot of the times think in my head, you are a pitcher, you are a pitcher, you are a pitcher, and just try to compete and do the best I can do. It's a lot different than first base though.
That's for sure. Now, you had, like I said, you came in and saved 1 game against Georgia Southwestern and then pitched a complete game and won that game, the second one in that doubleheader. You only allowed 4 runs this past week and only 4 hits at GSW. So what is your go-to pitch? What's the secret here?
I guess at Georgia Southwestern in particular, it was probably just working my screwball and my curveball, but probably mostly my curveball. They had a lot of lefties, so getting in on them was kind of the goal.
Is that curveball your favorite pitch that you have?
Most of the time, it's my go-to. Yeah.
So let's talk about school. I know you don't really want to talk about school, but you're a senior and an exercise science major. Graduation is coming up. What are the plans after graduation?
The plan is to become an occupational therapist, but I've also toyed with the idea of maybe coaching in the future. So I might try to, kill one bird with 2 stones and maybe do some coaching on the side. But the ultimate plan is occupational therapy school. So
now, who was your inspiration? You've played softball since you were little. Who has been your inspiration growing up as a player and maybe as a person that has gotten you through to the next level?
I'd have to say I played at West Lawrence, so 2 girls that played with me at West Lawrence were Danielle Knight and Abby Leroy, and they were 1 grade ahead of me. So I was always like, man, if I could hit the ball like Danielle, if I could pitch like Abby, I'll be okay. I just have to be as good as them one day. And so I guess that's probably who I looked up to the most, was them 2. Abby, kind of, especially in terms of just pitcher utility type player, I guess. So they always pushed me because it was always like, all right, they're not going to pitch to Abby and they're not going to pitch to Danielle, Faith, so you better get a hit. So it was more along those lines.
So you mentioned that you played at West Lawrence, nearby here. Dublin is pretty close. What point in time did you realize that playing softball in college could actually be a part of your path?
Yeah. Well, I always knew I wanted to play college softball since middle school, and then they start pushing in 8th and 9th grade that it's time to work hard, you got to get a college scholarship and all this. But I guess it really was the reality in my 10th grade year that's what I really wanted to do, and it became a reality at Georgia College that was the school I wanted to just reach and go to because it wasn't too far from home. So I figured it would be a good fit it's turned out to be a good fit. So it worked out.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So looking back, you've been here 4 years at Georgia College. What has been your most favorite memory as a Bobcat?
There's a ton of memories when it comes to teammates and dugout time and just being around the people I like to be around, which luckily they are my teammates. But I guess my favorite softball memory was probably the home run I hit at North Georgia in Super Regionals. That was probably the most pumped up Faith I've probably been my whole career. So that was a good one.
Well, speaking of North Georgia, you're giving me great segues here. You have North Georgia tomorrow, yes. Young Harris on Sunday, both home matches. So Bobcat fans, come out if you're in town. What needs to happen to prepare for yourself and as a team for those matches? Because that's some pretty tough competition.
Yeah, I think anytime you are playing someone that's equally as good as you just have to compete and win 7 innings and then do it again, win 7 more innings. But I think that us just being confident that we can do it is going to be the trick, and just knowing that what we've done to get to this point in the season has been good. We're going to just have to keep building and getting better and better. So really with North Georgia and Young Harris, we're going to have to capitalize when we get those runners in scoring position and pitch and just do our best. So,
well, good luck to you. Good luck to the Bobcats. First pitch tomorrow is at 5 p.m. We got a doubleheader, so the second game will be right after that. So we hope to see you out there. Thank you, Faith. Congratulations again. And give us a big go Bobcats to sign you out.
Go Bobcats.